tell me what's all this kit for?
Yeah. I mean, it can be, for some people it's really, really simple, and for some people it's really, really complicated. Okay. What we do at Holy Communion is we remember the night before Jesus died, when he was with his friends, sometimes we call them disciples, and he said, I want you to have this meal and I want you to remember me. And I think on a very simple level, it gives us greater intimacy with Jesus. It's here at Broad Street, it's non-alcoholic wine and bread. We do have free bread available for people who need that. And the table is open to anyone, whether you're a regular worshipper or not. And some regular worshippers choose not to receive communion, and that's absolutely fine. So we remember the night before Jesus died, and it brings us closer to him.
So you talked to me a little bit about what Holy Communion symbolises, and this might be my first time in church and might not be feeling too comfortable. Is there anything else that you offer in that moment where I'm maybe not quite ready for this, but I still feel that I'm in a special place and I'm there for a reason?
Yeah, I mean, very often what I say is, that people can receive if they wish. If they don't want to receive, that's fine. Basically, don't hold your hands open so that bread goes, you're given bread. But also, if you'd like a blessing, just say, I'd like a blessing. And I can just say a very simple prayer with you, just a few words. And some people find that great comfort.
And say that I was really wanting to take part in Holy Communion or receive a blessing. I wasn't able to come up to the front for whatever reason. How would I go about still letting you know that was something I would like?
Yeah, I think what I do is, as you come to the door, you mention it to the person that welcomes you, and they will let me know. There are always a number of people who don't come forward, who would like to receive, and then myself and what we call a communion steward, somebody else from church, comes and brings it to you in your seat when you're sitting in church.
And say I had communion one week, or maybe blessing one week, and I wasn't quite sure about it. Does that commit me to having to go through it again? Or?
No, not at all, not at all. It's entirely up to you whether you have... We have communion probably about once a month here at Broad Street. And so it's up to you whether you wish to have it every time we have it or never. Or sometimes people say, yeah, it's for me, and sometimes people think, it's not for me this time, and that's absolutely fine. And there's no list or anything like that, nobody keeps a record, it's absolutely fine. It's entirely up to you.
That's great, thank you for explaining all that, it's really given me a lot to think about.